Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Taking a look here at KAS, but seeing what's going on. We're holding that support level very strong. Planning to push back up towards this 18.3 range. It's actually looking very, very good here. Keep in mind too, Bitcoin is pumping and that's a lot to do with this increase here, but it did look fairly strong prior to that anyway. So it does look like KASPA wants to continue to go further up. Just be mindful that we're getting closer to our more recent high or just the all-time high, and that can factor in as far as the resistance is concerned. So we'll discuss all that here in just a moment. So just to clarify, one thing I want to talk about here is the liquidation, kind of see where we're at there. When we last looked at this, there was a decent amount of liquidation in the proximity, so let's talk about that. Quickly to note, just right here at the 18.5, there is a handful of liquidation there. So 18.5 could be the next circuit or the next area in which the price is trying to push to. That's just about the most recent high. So again, anytime there's a recent high, you'll either see a double top or the price surges above that, sweeps that liquidity and pulls back. Bitcoin's kind of doing the same thing right now. It had a double top earlier, now it's pushing through that level. If it can test and hold that as a support level moving forward, then we should be good to go, see the price continue further up. But for right now, a lot of alts I feel are gonna start pulling back just because Bitcoin dominance is too high. Okay, so again, just be mindful of that. That's kind of where we're at there. When we take a look at KASPA though, still strong coin. We're above all moving averages. Daily time frame looks fairly strong. If we do take a look here, of course, at the stochastic RSI, it's trying to swing up a second time. Hasn't yet. Money flow index very high. There's a lot of reasons why this coin is looking very strong and should continue further higher. But we do got to understand too that it's a lot of this hinges on Bitcoin doing well. Okay, so Bitcoin just drops its bottom, which is still possible. There's a pretty massive CME gap at the 61K range or lower, then we could very well see the price pull back here. So just be mindful, try not to get trapped into a late long here. We do take a look at the 4-hour time frame. We're above all moving averages, also very, very good. We can also see here that there's a lot of convergence and we're still over 50 on the RSI. So there's really no reason to consider shorting this coin. That's kind of the bottom line. We're still honoring the ascending trend line. MACD is now converging. It hasn't fully converged, but it's trying. So there's a lot of reasons why the price action is likely to break up. And again, typically when you see the price kind of work itself into a type of squeeze pattern, right? Squeezing itself up, it's testing the higher point much more than it is the lower point. So the truth is here that the price is more likely to increase and surge higher to sweep that upper level liquidation here. There's not a lot of liquidation, don't get me wrong, but there's still some, and it's enough to warrant the price to push higher. Ichimoku Cloud's also confirming we have a breakout here and there's no reason to consider shorting. So there is 0 out of 10 reasons to short pretty much any coin right now, even though they're all moderately overextended due for a correction. You're better off just waiting for the prices to pull back before you take your next long. So again, just some friendly advice, be very careful taking some late longs right now. It does feel like that we're hitting our tentative top. Bitcoin's overextended. It would make sense for a pullback to occur at least a little bit. All right, so let's try to see if we can find that next dip. At this point though, if KASPA does end up breaking through its resistance level, we want to pay attention to see if the price action holds above that. And if that is the case, that's a good consideration for entry. Otherwise, I would say wait a little bit longer. The point of control here for today, or this week rather, is right about 17.8. So if you're going to consider an entry, that's a much better place to try to get in for a long than it is right now. Again, I know it seems weird to try to take a long after the price actually goes higher, but we want to wait for confirmation first before we take a trade. So these are the two areas I'm thinking about. All right, I'll go ahead and post this on our playout chart here soon. And keep in mind, if you're part of my community, please make sure you watch and read through our trade alerts section here. I provide you with specific details day in and day out, and that is essentially something I'd like to provide to you. Just to kind of give you insight on what my thoughts are on the trades. So make sure you reference that. Our Telegram group will be coming here soon. Just got to get the integration with our web guys here first, okay? I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for joining me here. We'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.